United Nations, a key UN committee adopted a resolution Thursday condemning North Korea's long-standing and ongoing systematic, widespread and gross violations of human rights, and strongly urging its government to immediately end the abuses. The General Assembly's Human Rights Committee approved the resolution by consensus after Sudan failed in an attempt to delete a provision encouraging the Security Council to consider referring North Korea to the International Criminal Court. The resolution, co-sponsored by the European Union and Japan, is certain to be approved by the 193-member Assembly in December. Sudan, China and Cuba told the meeting that they disassociated themselves from the measure. The resolution expresses deep concern at the grave human rights situation, the pervasive culture of impunity and the lack of accountability for human rights violations in the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, the country's official name. The resolution expressed very serious concern at persistent reports of rights violations, including findings of the UN Commission of Inquiry on North Korea in 2014. It cited torture, inhuman conditions of detention, rape, public executions, the death penalty for political and religious reasons, political prison camps for a vast number of persons, and pervasive restrictions on freedom of thought, religion, expression, assembly and movement. The resolution acknowledges the Commission's finding that the testimony and information it gathered provide reasonable grounds to believe that crimes against humanity have been committed in the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, pursuant to policies established at the highest level of the state for decades and by institutions under the effective control of its leadership, North Korea's UN mission said in a statement that it resolutely and totally rejects the resolution, which it called a product of political plot of hostile forces that try to disgrace the image of the country. The mission said the material in the resolution is nothing but the most despicable false words fabricated by a handful of defectors, and stressed that, today, in the DPRK all people are enjoying genuine freedom and rights to the full extent thanks to leader Kim Jong-un. North Korea expressed deep concern and surprise that the EU and Japan instigated confrontation by introducing the resolution, which is full of political criticism and fabrication at the time when the atmosphere of reconciliation and cooperation is prevailing on the Korean peninsula and efforts are being made for establishing a permanent and durable peace mechanism in Korean peninsula. Since North Korea's Kim reached out to South Korea and the United States early this year, the two Korean leaders have met 3 times and Kim held a historic summit with President Donald Trump, with another one expected in the new year. But there has been no significant progress on Kim's commitment to nuclear disarmament, and as a result no lifting of UN or US sanctions against North Korea. Courtney Nemroff, Deputy U.S. Representative to the UN Economic and Social Council, told the Human Rights Committee after the resolution's adoption that the regime in the DPRK remains among the world's most egregious violators of human rights. She recited the Commission of Inquiry's harrowing findings, saying they continue to inform our understanding of the situation in the DPRK today. With this resolution, the international community will again send a clear message to the DPRK regime that human rights violations and abuses must stop and those responsible should be held accountable, Nemroff said.